Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in for the live. Thank you. My name is LR Gabriel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification button. Yes guys, okay. Today I'm gonna answer a question which most of you have been asking me. How is it like, oh man, how is it like to live in Africa? Well, first of all, before we continue, is anyone online? First of all, my channel is basically, it focuses on many things such as African. Um, hey Paris, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. You have been quiet these days. How is it there? I can see you. Thank you for support. Yes, okay. By the way, I got my hair cut, Paris. I did get my hair cut. Okay, so basically, many questions I've been getting is it how it is to live in Africa. There have been a lot of yeah, you have been quiet today. Oh, it looks so cute. Thank you. I'm flattered. Oh man, that's so nice. Yes, I decided to go to the barber. And you can't believe how much my haircut costed. I visited one cheap barber man. It If you convert my currency into your currency, it was about almost $1 and some cents. Yes, okay. So that was cheap. Yes, today you have been quiet actually. Today you have been really, really quiet. I checked out your channel, but you haven't really uploaded anything. So that's what I'm saying. But how is it out there? And how was your Valentine, by the way? I don't know how you spent it. And I hope you enjoyed your Valentine. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so today I'm actually going to talk about how it is in Africa. Many people ask a lot of questions. Oh, you are live. How come I missed it? Oh, I can't believe I missed it. Are you serious? Next time you should tell me in advance what time you'll be alive, because of time difference. Maybe I was. Oh, I understand. My bad. I'm really, really sorry. You know, like right now, what time is it there? Because right now it is 2 a.m. in the morning here, Central African time. Oh, okay, I understand. That is great. That is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. As you can see today, I'm energetic. I'm not I'm not sleepy. I'm quite. I feel well. I feel energetic. Despite being early in the morning today. Okay, so what I'm saying, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. This is LR Gabriel, your buddy, your friend. Okay, my channel basically it's about I talk about um, African media personnel, you know, from influencers on Instagram, influencers on media such as YouTube, even on social media, and those who have made their names, even comedians and other personalities. That's what I really, really talk about. So, you guys, the only way you can support my channel is by subscribing and turning on your notification button. That would be a very, very much great. I'll be grateful for you guys. So that's what I do. But anyway, the many questions I get is how is Africa? Is it hot? Well, it depends. Like this season, it's raining. Even outside right now, it is raining. So it's not that hot, okay? In my country where I am right now, the temperature is it's between 32 degrees Celsius and below. I've never seen it go beyond that. So if it's raining, I think it becomes lower, or if it's in the cold season, it really becomes lower. Okay, yes, yeah. So the weather depends. I don't know, in other parts of Africa, the weather depends. Okay, so for example, when you go in the south, it becomes like in South Africa, it becomes cold there, depending on which part of South Africa you are in. And in other country it becomes hotter. Like in my country, there is no desert. I believe in other countries which has deserts, or which has a desert, it is really hot. I don't know what is the temperature there. Okay. Then the other thing I'm frequently asked about Africa is diseases. Most people are afraid of diseases. Well, I don't know, but the thing is that people get sick daily, whether you are in Africa or in other continent, people get sick, of course, okay? So I think death is a natural cause. People fall sick and die in different parts of the world. So sickness is natural. Then the other thing is that, is it dangerous where I live in? Well, in my country, there are no rebels, okay? We have not, since I was born, and I'm here. I've never experienced war, okay? My country is one of the most peaceful country in Africa, but we have on the north, my country, or on the north of my country, there is the Congo DR. Of course, those guys have been fighting, but I'm sure. Oh yeah, yeah, yes, sorry, yeah. So we, I'm grateful that my country is peaceful. And on the north of the Congo DR, they have been fighting, like they are used to violence, but recently the election was peaceful, I guess. Then on the western part of my country, we have Angola. Angola, I think they have had peace for the past probably 20 years. They also had a civil war with I think Jonas Savimbi, something like that. A lot of people died. Then we have Mozambique. A few years ago, I remember Mozambique had floods. Okay, so if you are accustomed to media or you watch media, you find that Mozambique had floods, but there has been peace too. Malawi is peaceful, but I think it's not really that developed. That's all I can say, but they haven't had war. Then Zimbabwe, we have Zimbabwe on the south part of my country. Zimbabwe has been experiencing economic problems. Of course, we know that it's everywhere on the news. You can search it on the internet. Economic sanctions, economic problems, inflations, and all that stuff. Then we have Botswana. I think Botswana is one of the um, most developed countries in Africa. I may say so. Botswana has of course, it's got a desert, but it's developed. The economy is okay. Their currency is Pula, which is one of the strong currencies in Africa. Yeah. So if you have a question, please ask. You can ask. I think those are the questions I'm really asked about Africa. But you know, the saddening part is that we have so many foreigners who come into our countries. They take videos of people who are starving. I don't know. I don't know any of the people that are starving, but they pay those people, according to my thought. They pay them to be in those ads, maybe the UN ad or NGOs, and then they go and raise money to make themselves rich. Then they they give little to those guys. Okay, so that is the other part. We have a lot of bad rumors that people spread about Africa. Of course, we have countries like South Sudan. You know, it's a new country in Africa which has been experiencing war up to now. People kill each other, but South Sudan is very far from a country. By the way, Africa is not, I will repeat it, it is not a country. Many people think Africa is a country, so when they ask, they'll say, how is it how is Africa is a continent like South America, North America, Asia, Europe. So Africa is a continent. We have different languages. Like the other live, if you are there, you find that I talked about my country has about 72 languages, and English is the official. Personally, I can speak 3 languages, okay? Yeah, yeah, 3 languages. We have Bemba, then I can speak Nyanja, then English, yes. Then crime. When you talk about crime, of course, depending on which part of the country you live in, of course, my country, the crime is low. Of course, I'm not saying it is pure. We have murders here and there. Oh yeah, so we have murders. Nah. I'm just trying to uh, tell you what I really get to be asked. I'm sure you even know more. So we have murders here and there. Yes, of course. Our currency, it's a kwacha, the Zambian kwacha. Right now is 12 kwacha, if I'm not mistaken, is equal to $1. So if you have $1, you change it to 12 kwacha. Okay. Yes, of course. Yeah. So if you have $100, $100 in this country, you're going to be given 1,200 kwacha, of course. Yeah. Then how expensive is my country to live in? I think if you're coming from other countries, probably yes, of course. Probably rentals wouldn't be that expensive depending on the part of the town you live in. For example, um, if you live in a residential place, you'll be paying between um, now I'm not talking about ha. Yeah, of course. I recently had a friend who moved here from Australia. Their money be multiplied. So if you are going to live in a gated community, probably you'll be paying between, let me say, average, you'll be paying between um, that is let me just put it on 600 US dollars to 1,000 US dollars. Of course, the rentals can go up. There are houses I've seen which are costing per month 3,000 US dollars, and that is really a big house. If you're moving to a house which is costing 3,000 US dollars, it's really big. Yes, but an average house for a family which is now who are not millionaires, but they're just working class, I think maybe $600 will do, because that will be a 3 bedroom house. A 3 bedroom house can cost you between, in my currency, it can cost you between uh, $600. If you have any question, you can really ask. So that's what happens in my country. Of course, Africa and other countries, they suffer from corruption. That is the crippling thing, the crippling matter in this nation, in this continent. Like my country has a lot of minerals, of course. Is it last year? The biggest emerald, it was reported on CNN, Fox, Sky, and all these channels. The biggest emerald was discovered in my country. Yeah. So of course, few people benefit. The wealth is divided between, there is a huge gap between the poor and the rich. Hence, you find that the majority are poor, and the wealthy, they are really wealthy, and there are only few. You understand? So corruption is a major factor that is in hindering Africa from developing. Yes, of course. Many people think Africa has got only one race. Actually, Africa has got, we have Indians, African Indians. The way in the United States they're called African Americans. Here they're called they're just Indians. Basically, we don't really classify it. We just call them Indians. There are other races which are born here, of course. Yeah, that is the truth. Of course, yeah. So in Southern Africa, you have a lot of races. Of course, not as compared to South Africa. South Africa, it is a multinational country. I may say it's we call it a rainbow nation because we have white South Africans, black South African, Indian South African, Chinese South African. So even here we have Chinese, we have the Chinese, we have the Indians, we have all these races which comes here. Now, my country has one of the seven wonders in the world, that is the Victoria Falls, named after Queen Victoria. It is in the southern part of my country. If you read a story a few years ago where that woman from Australia who had jumped, who went bungee jumping, and the rope cut. Oh, but she didn't die. That happened in my country. Yes, of course, in the southern part of my country. It is a border between my country and Zimbabwe, of course. Like I earlier said last time, Zimbabwe, Zambia, which is my country, and Malawi used to be one nation before we got independent from the British. You understand? Then, after independence, my country was known as Northern Rhodesia, okay? Zimbabwe was called Southern Rhodesia, Malawi was called Nyasaland. So after we got independence, we're the first one to get independence. Ha 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 ha. Thank you, Paris. We're the first one to get independence. Yes, so we got independence in 1964. The Zimbabweans got independence in 1980, then later on the Malawans got independent. But listen, people say Africa is the least developed. Well, when you go, South Africa is developed, okay? And Africa, of course, is developing. Botswana is developed. Namibia is developed. Angola is developed. Congo has been fighting for many years, okay? Sudan has been fighting. Central African Republic has been fighting. The reason is because there have been dictators. I'm sure you have researched. Dictators who don't want to change, to come out of power. Of course, Mugabe, the Robert Mugabe, Robert Gabriel Mugabe, as you heard last year. Is it last year or the year? I don't know. He was forced to leave power. So in Africa, basically, I don't know if it is the African race. Personally, I think we Africans, sometimes we're too selfish. I don't hate my race. I love my race, okay? I love anybody else. But sometimes the leaders we choose are a bit corrupt, okay? So we have so many dictators. I'm not trying to be political here, but that's a fact, okay? So you look at Congo, so many dictators. You look at Zimbabwe, okay? You look at other nations, is it Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken, or Central African Republic? I've forgot it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's how it is. But otherwise, we've got so many minerals. We've got diamonds. We've got gold. We've got all these kind of natural resources. We've got wildlife. We have got game parks. We have got tourism. But it's unfortunate that every leader Africans choose, they seem to be corrupt. Like, yeah, so apart from that, Africa is a good place. I'll not speak for other nations. Of course, I'll speak for where I live. But we are friendly people. We are friendly people. Then, if the film industry, if you want to be in the film industry, Ghana, Ghana is known for their film industry. Nigeria, they are known for their film industry. South Africa, in fact, okay. So sorry about the network. Yeah. So I was saying South Africa. The way in the United States you have got a cable network. Here we have got DSTV. DSTV provides all these channels where you can choose. It's a pay TV. Of course, we have free TVs. We have also free to air TVs where you don't pay, but I think they're boring. So the majority they have to pay the way people in the States pay for cable TV. And they provide, yeah, all around Africa. Okay. What is the major food? You need to understand that African languages are similar, especially among the Bantu speaking people. Of course, our staple food here is shima. For example, we eat shima such as that is maize, pounded maize. It's hard porridge. Then you eat it with relish such as chicken, meat, fish, or any other thing you may feel like eating with. Here we call it shima. In Kenya they call it sima. So it's a bit similar. Our languages are really, really similar. You can even understand. Yes, of course. Yeah. I don't know any question, whoever is watching. I can see we have one person watching. So if you have any question, you can ask. Of course, there's a lot of information out there which you can really, really, really Google, and I'm trying to give you information, but I felt I should give you some of the things from first hand. Transport. Transport is very cheap. Yes, you can ask any questions. Transport is very cheap here. Okay. Of course, like in my country, the train, of course, other countries use trains to go to town. We use buses. Buses, like there are mini buses and there are big buses. Mini buses, like let's say roughly to go into town from where I am or around this area, it's less than $1 to go to town. I'm trying to convert it. Actually, I think what I use on my skin, I think it's just soap, like um, just soap basically. It's just soap. Yep, maybe the water. So it depends, even the weather, because like where I am right now, when it's hot, it really becomes hot. When it's cold season, it becomes colder. So you find that my skin changes, okay? It becomes a bit, when it's really cold, it becomes a bit lighter, okay? When it's really hot, because moving in the sun, it becomes a bit darker. That's how it is. But as you go in the northern part of my country, there is so much rainfall there because that's where it is near the Congo, yeah, equatorial. So basically, I don't use special skin routine like other people would use. Yeah, basically I just wash it. I don't know if I explained it well, but that's basically it. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So then the other thing is that what else in my country? In this country, we have internet. Can you imagine someone asked me if Africa has internet? We have internet. We have 4G. Okay, we have 4G. We have internet. We have food. Other people think Africa doesn't have internet. We have internet. We have electricity. We have clean water. We have mineral water. We have water which we buy, which is distilled water, purified water. Yes, people ask crazy questions. Someone asked me this silly question: do you have internet? If there's no internet, how am I able to do a live video? So there's internet in Africa. Okay. Then we also have electricity. I read a pathetic thing on Wikipedia which was saying Aircon helped 6 billion people to receive electricity in Africa. Like, come on. I don't know. Yes, Paris, they do not do research. I read something on Wikipedia. Yes, it does everything, in fact. I'm glad you know that, even though you are watching from the United States. Yeah. So, I read something which was saying Econ helped 6 billion people in Africa receive electricity. Like, really, that is crazy. Only helped from his own country, Senegalese villages. Yes, that is very true. You're saying Africa is way too big for it and to have everything. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes, so we do have electricity, and ever since I was born, I've never lived in a place where there was no electricity. But the problem with these people come from abroad, the foreigners, they go to the villages, where people don't have electricity, but yeah, you're right. You are right, Paris. You are very, very right. Yes, it is the big continent. You're right, it is big. Africa is really, really big. So we do have internet, we do it, but these NGOs will try by all means to raise money to enrich themselves. We have many false NGOs whereby they try to get resources from outside there in order to enrich themselves, and the end product doesn't reach to the people they're raising money for. That's how it is. So when someone thinks we are from Africa, they think you are really, really broke. Of course, Africa is still developing. We can't deny that. We cannot be compared to um, other nations, but you have to understand that different countries some other countries are more developed than other countries. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how Africa is. Yes, of course. And when you talk about religion, my country is a Christian nation, meaning we have more Christian faith, such as Catholic, the Protestant, the although I don't know if I'm Orthodox, but I've seen the Messianic Jews or something like that. Muslims, maybe it's 1%. Yeah. So in my country, it's a Christian nation. But when you go probably to Tanzania, Tanzania is an Islam country, and when you go up there, most people are divided. Others are Christian, others are Muslim. But here we are Christian. Then when you go down South Africa, it's mixed. So can you imagine? In my country, it is illegal to be gay. It is legal to be lesbian. In my country, you'll be arrested. Okay, those are the laws. There are certain laws which are still there. It is illegal. There are certain laws which are illegal, which any other country may allow out there. Yes, that's how it is. Of course, people drink alcohol. It's not like in Egypt when you're found drinking alcohol. In these Islamic nations, you can't drink alcohol public. That's how it is. Yes, I don't know. I hope. Hey, Paris, say something. Paris, you can say something. So that's how it is, people. Yeah. So that's how basically my country is. We by the way, we let me what can I say? Yeah. Oh, you're still there. I was saying that's how this um country is. Africa, basically, that's the basic thing about Africa. It is a continent. Yes, about the information I gave about it. So that basically that's it. But you find that, or really, but you find that the only problem is many people think all Africans are scammers. No, basically, people in my country don't scam. Of course, I'm not saying everyone, but Nigerians are known to be scammers. I have seen a lot of videos on internet. They will even scam their own African brothers. That's the only problem it is. If you give them your bank account, you find your money is gone. Yes, and yeah, so not everyone. And then do we have um, radical? Yes, please ask. Please ask. Yes, Paris. Paris the Queen. By the way, if you're watching or you come and rewatch this replay, please subscribe. No problem, you may ask the people on that part of the city you are in. Yes, please ask Paris. Sorry, what's the question again? Okay, yes, where I am, they are really, really friendly. Okay, like where I am, it is a business district. Okay, so here most people who live in this town, I think in this city we have a lot of people coming from everywhere. For example, we have Zimbabweans, we have the indigenous Zambians are really friendly. People are from here are friendly, but you have to understand that where I am, people come from everywhere. The funny thing is that our immigration laws are not, of course, they will speak to you. They will really, really speak to you. Zambians are really friendly. They will interact with you. They can meet with you for the first time and you'll be like, they have known you for a long time. So they are really, really, really friendly. Yes, of course. That's how it is. But like I was saying, we have many people coming from other countries. Our immigration laws are not strict. So we have Zimbabweans, we have different people, people from East Africa, they come like that. Yes. And yeah, that's how it is. So they are really, really friendly. They are really, really friendly. Here we are friendly people. We like to interact. We like to meet new people. Personally, I like to meet new people. I like to learn new things. Oh yeah, same here. I do not like places where people are not friendly. Yes, that's it. Then the other thing is that in my country we don't like migrating. I don't know, that is the most funny thing. You rarely find Zambians migrating to other nations because we are really comfortable here. Of course, I'm not saying everyone. There are people abroad in other countries. There are people studying in China, living in other countries in South Africa. But maybe it's because of the geographic location, you know, we cannot go up there, for example, to Europe now, unless you get on a plane, which means you have to go to be. Oh, I said I do not like, people here don't like migrating because they're too comfortable in this nation, probably because of the geographic location, and maybe it's because they see a lot of bad things on the news, but I'm not saying 100%. Maybe we have about, roughly, maybe we have about, um, I can say maybe we have about 20% living abroad. Like I said, maybe it's because the geographic location, but of course, many people go abroad to study. They go to the United States, Europe, and these all other countries, South Africa. But you're going to find a lot of Zambians in South Africa. If you're in Kenya, maybe it's because they are comfortable and I don't know, fear of being victimized or something like that. Oh, sorry, Barry, my camera just fell. Yeah, so that's how it is. Any questions, Paris? You want to ask any questions? Yeah, yeah. But you know, a human being is a human being everywhere else. Yeah, and unfortunately, here we have high rate of divorce. I don't know why. Yeah, that's how it is. Oh, yeah. The camera fell. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm just using a phone to go live. My laptop, like I told you, it 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 fell. Okay. Oh yeah. So that's how it is. Yes, Barry, I can see you. So this is how my nation is. Zambia is a very good nation. People are friendly. Um, you can visit. We have we have what you call that. We have national parks. We have the Victoria Falls. We have other falls in this country where you can go and visit for tourism in this nation. Yes, that's how it is. Yeah. And the majority speak English because, like I earlier said, a lot of languages, so they chose English. And that's how my country is. Yep. But we are friendly people. I don't know if you have any other questions, Paris. Any other questions? Very soon I'll be wrapping up, but I don't know if you have any other questions. Thank you. You're so awesome to watch me. I can see we have been having one or two people. They come, they go, but it's okay since this channel is just starting. One day to grow. And I always remember that we had Pari the Queen always there. That one faithful follower. Without you, I couldn't know what to do. Ah, you love the pizza. Yes, I love the pizza. We have Debonia's pizza, we have Pizza Hut. I think Pizza Hut, do you have, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I love pizza. By the way, I think pizza, the big pizza is about, it depends what type of pizza you want. It ranges from, oh, the pizza you can choose. There's the one with pepperoni. There's one with chicken. There's one with mushroom. There's one with beef. Then there's, I think, the vegetarian pizza. If you're vegetarian or vegan, they'll make it for you. But it's really really tasty because I love food. Basically, I love food, and I believe one day I can just make, if this when this channel grows, I can make just another channel where I can just be going around restaurants and taste food. I love the pizza. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's chicken. That's a chicken salami pizza. By the way, do you know chicken is my favorite? That's why I love KFC. We have KFC here. Yes, and I think the only thing we don't have is Burger King. We don't have Burger King here. Yeah, we don't have that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we have South African companies, but we have Pizza Hut, we have Debonairs, and other franchise. Yes, yes, yes. I love to eat. I love to taste good food because I believe food should be felt. When you're eating it, you should feel it how it. Oh no, no, no. Yes, yes. Actually, the pizza, I eat it once in a while. I don't get to eat it because I also have to watch my weight because I don't want to be huge, like I said earlier on. Yeah. So I don't want my wife also to be huge because I don't want to be a bother to her because try to force her to reduce weight and all that stuff. Yes, I watch my weight. Yeah, yeah. The other day, somebody was telling me that I'm getting fat, so I reduce on junk food. Of course, that's how it is. Yes, that's how it is. Really, really, really is. So we just yes, but I love chicken. Chicken is like really, really, really nice. Chicken is really, really nice. I love chicken, fried chicken. Yes. Then what else do I like? I love, oh, By the way, unfortunately, I don't eat seafood, as weird as it may sound. I've tried, but I didn't like it. The shrimps, I don't like them, okay? Yes. Yeah, so I don't like seafood. Are you serious? You're 94 pounds. Okay, that's like a lot. Although here we use kgs. By the way, I forgot to talk about that. The measuring, the measurements we use here. I understand other nations they use miles. Here we use kilometers. We use kilometers. Uh, for the distance we use. Oh, you have shrimp. Okay, that's nice. Oh, okay. So the I was saying the um the distance we use kilometers. Oh, not. Oh, okay. Your skin now. Wow, that's inspirational. That you have really worked on your weight. That is great, man. That is awesome. Wow, wow. So if I may ask, how many states have you ever visited in your country, Paris? Like how many states have you been to in your country? Oh, here it's kgs, like kilogram. So it's just like there we can also use. Oh, okay. Oh, here we use kgs. Wow, wow, I understand. Okay, here we use kgs. For example, I'm between 60 and 55 kgs. That is my weight. I don't know. You need to if you can convert that to kilograms. I mean to pounds. Yes, but I've seen the shows we watch here from the States. I see a lot of people are overweight there. Like you find that someone is 100 and is it 190, 140 something pounds? Is that heavy? Am I correct? I don't know if I'm correct. Oh, okay. I understand. I understand. So that's how it is. So yeah. So uh in Africa the other thing is that we what do we love? Okay, we love I think we love to eat. Personally, I love to eat. I love to see new places. If I had a chance to see new places, I would do it, you know. I would really do it, see new places and see other people's cultures and all that stuff. It would be very interesting, you know, whereby you can travel to other people's um, and learn other people's cultures, you know. By the way, I love ice cream. I don't know if you watched the video for the ice cream. I don't know. I was with my friend here. So the ice cream video, you should watch it by the way. By the way, that was my first video of probably 7 months ago, 6 months ago. Yeah. So I love ice cream. I love chicken. What else do I love? Yeah. So those are the things I love like that. Um, And funny enough, many people think, oh, in my country, you know, we don't. Of course, few people have an accent. Oh, okay, yeah. Few people have an accent. You know, like people think when you're from Africa, you have this accent, like hello, how are you? You know those accents. Not everyone has an accent. Yeah, probably it's because when we grow, I mean, we always learn how to we always learn out. We always go into school at an early age if we can, so we get to learn English. You understand? Yeah, that's how it is. So that's how it is. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification button for more videos. Thank you for joining me on live. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so that's how it is. So I know that video where I was wearing a tape and you guys had to share it. I don't know. What kind of videos do you want me to be doing? I've been seeing a lot of suggestion. Others want food video, others want vlogs, others want, I don't know. My audience is like divided. So I really, let me see it like this so that my audience is divided. Others want vlogs, others want me to talk about popular personalities in Africa and all that stuff. Others want me to do the food stuff. Yeah. So it's like a lot of you. So I'm kind of confused a bit because I don't know. But anyway, the majority will win. Yeah, because the viewers matter. When you look at media, the viewers matter. So okay, Perry, you say I don't get annoyed, Perry. You know you're going to blow up because I've been checking your channel, Paris. It's really growing. It's funny how it is really growing fast. If you haven't realized, many people don't get a subscriber in a day. Others can go for 2 days without a subscriber, and you are getting subscribers. So don't worry. It will really grow, and it will be a thing of the past, whereby you will be talking to each other and you'll be like, oh, how hard YouTube was. Very soon you're going to reach uh, 1,000 subscribers. Imagine how you have started without any major collab. And one thing I think we should resist is this sub for sub. Oh, okay, that's great. You know, the views, I understand. They will come. They will come. One thing I think for me, the views are the most of the times I get views or having a lot of issues with the net, right? Is it the connection? I don't understand what is okay. Yeah, for me, I'm really having a bit of views, but the subscribers are really slow. Oh, I understand. Like the other day, I think yesterday I was live. Basically, I just do it live. Like yesterday, I was live. I really didn't have anyone for almost 20 minutes. I just kept talking about anything. And I had one view. Even today, I have view. So I think even if there's no one to watch Parry, just continue. Trust me, people will find the video and they're going to watch it because I remember 7 months ago when I started doing live, I didn't even have anyone to watch me. So it was quite frustrating. I was frustrated for the first month and I gave up on YouTube. Yeah, I gave up on YouTube and um, I left it almost for 2 months because it was hard. I was not having views, I was not having subscribers, and the hardest thing is to move from 100 subscribers, I mean from 0 subscribers to 100. I think that has been the easiest thing for you because you have passed 200. Very soon you'll be passing 300 and 400. Once you reach 500, then you're way to go. And I think the other thing is that maybe, I don't know, maybe you can tell us, your viewers, what time exactly your live is going to be scheduling. Basically, I've put my life to be Here it's one, it's almost two. I always start at 2 or 2 a.m. Okay, like I'm not discouraged. Like this video has only got 2 likes. Of course, like the majority of my subscribers are from Africa, and in Africa here, most people are sleeping. But I'm not discouraged because when they wake up, they'll click on it. And the other thing is that one thing I know is that we are growing, Pari. We just have to keep going, keep fighting. It will grow. For example, it is really hard without having anyone to push us without there. I haven't done any collab with anyone, and I've been pushing it myself. And Malwa helped me out by joining his live. Like these days, the only problem is that I miss his live because I'm used to his time frame, which he used to do live um 7 p.m. excuse me, Colombian time. So most of the times when he does live, I'll be asleep here. So that, but he used to give me shout out, and that's how I managed to to kickstart like that. Yeah. So you shouldn't be discouraged. It's gonna go big, man. It will grow big, and then you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, like I was saying, that it has grown just like that. Yeah. So that's how it is. That's how it is, Paris. That's how it is. So, any question, Barry, before we wrap up? Very soon we'll be wrapping up. By the way, what's the time that side? What is the time that side? What's the time that side? Yeah, that's very, very true. That is very, very true. Yeah, that's very, very true. Sure, sure. Let me just, sorry. Yeah, that is how it is. Oh, 8 p.m. Wow. Wow. So you are, okay. Can you imagine it's 8 p.m. that side? Wow. So I'll be ending the live in probably 8 minutes. I don't know, when is your next live? Yeah, so that's how it is. So I thank you for, you have been a very great encouragement. Then there's another person who watched me live yesterday. Yeah, like that. I don't know what content do people like, because I don't understand, because everyone says I do this, everyone says I do that. So not knowing what I should be doing. Oh, crazy. Yep. So that's how it is. Okay, no problem. I I I I will join you. Yeah, that's how it is. Very much. Yeah, you need to keep them coming. You keep them coming. Oh, okay, yeah, I understand. And I really understand. YouTube, I think it is very quite hard when you're starting, but once you cross the 1,000 mark, I think it will be easy, because everyone would have known about you, and if people can be sharing the videos, I think everyone will be really, really, really happy. That's how it is. That's how it is. Any questions before we wrap up, Paris? I think I've been talking for almost 54 minutes. Yes. Have you taken your hot tea? Yeah. So I hope to catch Marwa on Sunday. I just hope I'll catch him live. catch him. Yeah, so that's how it is. Hello, hey Barry. Any questions before I go? Any questions, Barry, before I go? I'll be saying my goodbye very soon. So I hope to upload a video tomorrow, but I don't know. So that's how it is. But I thank you for watching me, Paris. Really, really, really appreciate your kindness. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm looking at my haircut, like it's crazy. If the barber man did a very good job, like this is how. So that's how it is going to be. Yes, of course. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Really, really appreciate. Really, really appreciate. Really, I don't know. You know, uh, one day this thing will be big. This journey will be big, and I believe it is going to be big. I'm believing this journey will be big, Paris, and we're going to enjoy. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. So, Paris, now I have to go. I have to go. I have to say my goodbye right now. I have to say my goodbye. So, I'll be planning to do live videos almost. So, guys, thank you for joining me. This is El Gabriel for the video today. Um, no problem. So, guys, have a good day. Bye bye, guys. Bye.